Hello there, this is Beckham, and today I want us to talk about CAC. In full, CAC is a customer acquisition cost, and the CAC is a very important metric for a business. Today I want us to go deep into it and to basically understand like what CAC means. So let's say that you want to acquire a new customer and you spend a certain amount of money. This money can be in terms of the marketing, in terms of the sales, when you book your office, in terms of the meetings, when you take this particular customer out then you buy them a coffee or something of the sort. That's basically customer acquisition cost, meaning that you spend a certain amount of money to acquire a new customer. So to better understand your customer acquisition cost, it's not looking at one customer. You basically look at the number of customers that you have. Let's say that you have 1,100, something like 10,000 customers. Then you basically look at, I do have 10,000 customers, but how much money did they spend in terms of marketing? How much money did they spend in terms of sales? How much money did they spend to basically buy them some coffee? If you want to have me as a customer, you might have to buy more coffee than you would normally. So that's a very high customer acquisition cost. But anyway, you need to make sure that your customer acquisition cost is extremely optimized, meaning that if I have a certain customer, there are some bikes passing by, we are in the road, basically the theme of this podcast is I can say the wilds, whiskey. We want to combine both. Anyway, coming back to customer acquisition cost, let's say that you want to have me as your customer and you spend 1,000 shillings to have me as your customer, meaning that you call me, hey Beckham, I want to go out with you, I want to buy you some coffee, I want us to talk about some business. Then you go out with me, I order 3-4 cups of coffee, I spend 1,000, then you say that, hey Beckham, I'm not even hungry, I don't want to take coffee, but you spend 1,000 shillings, meaning that if I end up buying your product, your service, you will have spent 1,000 shillings to acquire me. I'm not saying that you can acquire me by buying me coffee, but you can try. Anyway, you find that you have different groups of customers. Some will want to eat pizza. So let's say that you've bought Beckham some coffee, you've bought Patrick some pizza. Patrick ate 2 pizzas, 2,000 Kenyan shillings, right? But now, some people will come to you, they will want to become your customers, but they will eat a buffet. They will go, say, Beckham, pay 5,000 for this buffet, but they won't buy your product. Meaning that you must basically aggregate this whole money and say, we spent 10,000 shillings to acquire 5 customers, meaning our customer acquisition cost is 10,000 divided by 5, that's let me say 2,000, right? Meaning that your customer acquisition cost is 2,000. But you look at it in this way, is this optimal? Moving forward, will it make sense for me to acquire customers on a price of 2,000 Kenyan shillings, on a price of $20, or whichever currency you want to use? So that's what you call your customer acquisition cost. So for the best part, yes, you might want to be a very good person, you might want to be a very kind person, you meet with your customers, you might want to buy them some coffee, but for me, the way I do it, if I buy you some coffee, if I buy you some food, I'm happy that you are full, but that's part of my customer acquisition cost. That numbers must go in, because it's tracking these particular figures up to the shilling. And basically, your customer acquisition cost needs to be lower than your operational cost, needs to be lower than your marketing expense cost, needs to be lower than your sales cost and any other expense that you incur to be able to deliver the product to the customer. What I'm simply trying to say is, whenever you want to acquire a new customer, think of the cost. Notice these particular patterns. Think to yourself that, if I buy this particular customer some coffee, there's a very high probability that I will acquire them more. Think to yourself that, every single shilling counts, because you want to basically optimize as much as possible. That said, you can't think of customer support as a stand-alone argument. Yeah, there's something very important that we call customer lifetime value. Meaning, if you acquire me with 1,000 Kenyan shillings, up to the point that I die, let's say I die at 73, trust me, nothing below 70. God, I pray. Let's say that I die maybe when I'm 70. But because I bought your dream, because I bought your service, I bought your product, I can still continue buying from you like until the point that I die. Because that's basically customer lifetime value. Life, L-I-F-E. When someone still has life and when they're still alive. Make sure that you track these particular numbers. Make sure that you are able to understand every single metric, because to sustain yourself in the foreseeable future, you need to pay attention to this. And at Proxima, like what we do, because like at Proxima, like we collect extremely so much data, which is extremely impactful to you as a business. We simply make sure that like we empower you to make better decisions, to make better strategies, come up with better marketing campaigns, and basically make sure that your customers are extremely happy. And one thing that Proxima does, because we are talking about customer lifetime value, customer support is extremely important to me, to the team, to Proxima. That's what we stand for. We stand for make sure that people get the best from your services, from your products. We've spent so much time, so much effort, making sure that you can build the best particular product, which is our flagship product, Proxima CIXX, Customer Interaction Support System. And we pay attention so much to the numbers, to the figures, make sure that you have a very good return on investment, to make sure that you have a very good customer retention, and all these important figures that will basically empower you. My name is Beckham. It's been very good to spend time with you. It's a beautiful world, it's a beautiful view, and it will be a much more beautiful world for you and your customers, so that they can know that if I come together with this particular company, you can also maximize. Please join us. We are extremely warm people to join. We love what we do, and I'm looking forward to see you in our product, so that you can serve your customers in the best efficient way. From Wales, we say thank you, we love you, and we welcome you to our product. Cheers.